While going through my archive, I was curious to learn what the earliest article written by Mike Mentzer was. While he had been interviewed by different muscle magazines throughout 1975 and 1976, the earliest article I could find appeared in a now defunct publication entitled Looking Good. Looking Good was a Canadian publication which came into existence in 1977, shortly before Mike's appearance in the 1977 Mr. North America competition. It was after this competition that Mike moved to California to write exclusively for Joe Weider's magazine Muscle Builder Power. So this article, entitled Who Says It's Easy, written by Mike for publication in the June 1977 edition, represents the first article of Mike's that was published. Let's see what it was all about. It's a fact that bodybuilders require continuous feedback that their efforts in the gym have been worthwhile. All one has to do is witness some of their more visible behavior patterns, and this becomes most apparent. The incessant spot checks in front of any available mirror, the daily go-around with the tape measure, the fishing for compliments from gym buddies and others, which we all recognize, point to this fact. This is certainly natural to some degree, for who wants to beat his brains out in the gym and have nothing to show for it? What many young bodybuilders, especially over-enthusiastic ones, often fail to realize is just how slow a process the buildup of muscular tissue can be. The average 150-pound man possesses scarcely more than 20 pounds of skeletal muscle tissue, the rest being skin, bones, hair, organs, undischarged wastes, and even air. If that same average 150-pound man were to gain 40 pounds of muscle, so that he weighed 190 pounds, he would have tripled his existing muscular mass. Considering men like Boyer Coe, Ed Corney, and Frank Zane all weigh approximately 190, it becomes obvious what the addition of 40 pounds of muscle could mean in terms of altering one's appearance. While I have known many young men who have gained upwards of 40 pounds, I have never seen anyone gain 40 pounds of pure muscle in a year. While it may not seem unreasonable for a young or not-so-young hard-training bodybuilder to expect to gain a pound of muscle a week, if you realize a pound of muscle adds up to 52 pounds in a year, more than he's likely to gain in his entire training career, he'll be less likely to become frustrated and do irrational things like train 6 days a week and ingest ridiculously high quantities of protein. Even if a bodybuilder were able to gain 5 pounds of muscle a year, he would be doing extremely well. In 5 years, gaining at the rate of 5 pounds a year, he would be 25 pounds of muscle heavier, which in many instances would result in a doubling of the individual's muscle mass and thus a total transformation in appearance. The large majority of men who have taken up weight training never even succeeded in acquiring that much muscle, so don't expect to see gains every time you look in the mirror or step on the scale.